Hello, my name is Donnie Reese, and I'm the WebEOC Administrator for the Atlanta Fulton County Emergency Management Agency. And this video that you're watching is intended to be a guide, a quick tutorial, on how to set up and configure the new WebEOC mobile app so that you can use the new Polling Locations Manager application that we've designed for the Fulton County Elections team for the upcoming elections. Before we begin, I want to let everyone know that this training guide is going to be on the Android version of the mobile application. That's just because I don't have Apple devices or Mac devices here at my house to record. But what I do have is an Android emulator here. So we're going to walk through the entire process from start to finish on how to download the app, how to configure the app, and then how to use the app with the new elections polling locations board. The differences between the Android version and the Apple version of the app are going to be very small. You may see some different navigation icons and things like that, but overall the app is going to run pretty much the exact same way. You'll have the same navigation, the same features. It should look very similar across both versions. So this video tutorial should help anybody that's using the mobile app, whether they're using it on Android or Apple. It shouldn't matter. So let's begin by downloading the application. So I'm going to go to the Google Play Store. I'm going to type in WebEOC, and this is the application that we're looking for. It's just titled WebEOC, and it should look just like this. So we're going to go ahead and click install. And now that we have the application installed, we're going to click open. So here is the WebEOC app by Javari, and we have to log in. So let's go ahead and click login. And the first step, we'll have to put in the URL for our WebEOC system. So we are going to type in webeoc.afcema.com/EOC7. We're going to click next. Now we're going to type in our username and credentials. Now for this upcoming election, we are using the username poll_tech with the password Fulton811, all lowercase letters. Now, this account is going to change election to election. It's not going to stay the same forever, but this is the account that we're using for this upcoming election. We're going to click login, and you can see that we're now brought to notification preferences and to select a position. Now we only have one position to select, the elections polling location technician, and you notice that we have the check mark. So we're good to go. We don't have to change anything, but you want to make sure that you have this check mark. If you don't, you want to go ahead and click on it to make sure that you do. And then once we've got that done, we can go ahead and hit save. Once we've saved our position and our user account, we are brought to the home page of the mobile app. So you can see that we have our position, we have our incident. I'm currently logged into early voting, and you can see we can launch WebEOC. You can change your account information by clicking on the menu in the top left-hand side over here. But we're focused on using the new Polling Location Manager board. So we're going to do that by using the board options at the bottom. So if you look at the bottom, we have account, we have notification, we have boards, and we have forms. So you want to go ahead and click on the boards option. And you'll see that we have the election polling locations board option appear. Now to launch the new mobile app for the elections polling locations, all you have to do is click on the board name. Depending on your internet speed, this could take a few seconds to load, especially the first time that you're setting it up, as it has to cache all that data. But once you open the board, you're brought to the summary screen. So you'll notice that we have a nice little dashboard here. We can see total votes, total provisional, the amount of locations that are open and closed, the amount of requests that we have, the amount of supply requests, and we can even see the status of those requests with the charts here at the bottom. You can turn these on and off. So if you want to see specific categories, for example, if you don't want to see closed requests, you can check that color and that will go away. And you can just double click through here and set this up as much as you would like to if you want to. This is just a status board of all the data that's in our current system. But you'll see over here on the left-hand side, we have a menu, summary, polling locations, events log, equipment requests, and supply requests. One of the things about mobile app design is they're designed to fit your screen. So if you don't see this menu over here on the left hand side, you probably have a little menu icon, these little stacked 3 lines. Usually it's going to be right on the right side of where you see the polling location manager and the early voting locations. You should see it right here. And if you click on that menu drop down, it'll be the exact same thing. It just differs depending device to device, depending on the resolution of your screen. But this is the main navigation of the board. So typically when we've used this board in the past, if you've ever used it before, we have our polling locations. That's kind of the home screen. That's where we start. So let's go ahead and click on polling locations. This will open up our polling locations. We can scroll through here to see all of the updates and status from every poll location. You can see quickly that we can see statuses that are open, closed. We can see equipment failures and parking concerns. We can see the manager's name and the phone number. That is an actual link that you can click on to make a quick call from the app if you'd like to. And we have our incidents, our warehouse requests, and our information update from this specific poll location. But most people don't look at all of the poll locations. They just look at the polling location that they are assigned. So to do that, the easiest way is to use the search term here at the very top of the screen. So I'm going to scroll down here. So I see that we have Park Place. Go ahead and refresh the screen there, which you can do if you pull down on the screen like I just did with my mouse. You can refresh the screen. So I'm going to type in Park Place, and I'm going to click the search icon. There we go. So I've now taken all of the precincts that I didn't want to see, and I'm just focused on the one that I have. So here I have Park Place. And then from here, I can view any incidents. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the View Incidents tab. And I will see that here are all of the incidents that have been reported at Park Place. I could create a new incident by clicking on this icon here. I can edit an incident that's happened in the past by clicking the Edit icon. I'll go ahead and open one of these up just so you can see the form. So here's the form, our new poll location incident report, automatic date time, type in your issue, your subject, give it a category, click save. Because we're on an active incident, this is early voting, I'm not going to create new data. I don't want to mess with anyone's operation, but that is how you use the system. And it works the exact same way. So if I go back and I click on warehouse requests, it works the exact same way. So now I'm brought into, here are all of the warehouse requests for my assigned location. I can create a new request, and you can scroll through the form, all of the exact same things that we've done in the past. We have our request type for equipment versus supplies, our number, quantity, units, location, all of that information is in the form, and you click save and you would create a new warehouse request. So I'm going to go back to the main screen here, and we also have the update information tab. Now this is where you add a new wait time, you change the status, you open and close the poll. That information is all done right here from this update information button. So we're going to go ahead and click on that, and you'll notice that we have our precinct name, our location, we have the address, we have our manager name, we have the technician's phone number, and then down here is where we can change open, closed, was it open on time, what's our current wait time. Notice that we say please in minutes. So the average wait time in minutes, so if it's 2 hours, let's type in 120 minutes, or if it's 1 hour, of course, we can type in 60 minutes. And then any equipment failures or any of the other status information that we collect. The voting totals are all done on this page. So once again, the update information tab, that's a very useful button. It's when you're going to be updating your precinct's information quite often. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the X button to clear my search. And here we have all of the polls. You could go through, you could see them, you could scroll through them. But then on the left-hand side, you'll notice that we also have more tabs than just the ones that are here. We have an events log. So if we click on that, we will see all of the incidents that are being reported across all of the polls in the entire system, not just assigned to that one location. You can see all of them that are coming through. And then the same rings true for equipment requests. Here are all of the warehouse requests for equipment. And the same rings true for supply requests. Here are all of the warehouse requests for supplies. You'll be able to edit these. It's the one final thing that I don't have as the time that I'm recording this video. We just forgot to put to open up the permission for editing. So those that are working the warehouse, they will have the update button where they can update these, and they can just work on all of the warehouse requests as they want to. If they want to use the mobile app, again, you can still use it on the PC. And on the PC, the experience that we used back in August is the exact same. It hasn't changed at all. We've just built this new mobile app to make it fit and work as best we can on mobile devices, and hopefully to make it easier than ever to use WebEOC. So that's really a brief tutorial of the application that goes through every menu and how to use them. Once you're done, if you no longer want to look at this screen, you can just close it within the app by clicking the X, and you'll be brought back to the boards. You can go back to your account, change that information, and then we also have a notifications tab. I don't think we have not had the chance to really identify how best to deploy notifications, but in the future, you can bet that's something that we'll look into, is how we can deploy notifications to update either polling managers based on updates or warehouse technicians based on updates, and more of that type of stuff. But that's a brief tutorial on how to set up the app. I hope it helps everybody, and I look forward to working with everyone at the general election. Thank you.